Hello everybody and welcome back. It's another Racing League, and this time we're at Monza. We've got Rags on pole with Golf in second, followed by McRae, Yikes, Scoobs and Nurmax. I'm in sixth with Muttley in seventh, and unfortunately Xander didn't manage to make it this week. But anyway, let's get the race underway. And everybody's off to a nice clean start, and let's see how we get round turn one. I think I was second or third from the back of the grid, and that's where I am still. And that's Golf has run wide, unfortunately, so we've got Rags followed by John and Scoobs, and who's the orange car behind? Muttley, then me. P-Golf's rejoined, and they're getting into turn 2 now, are they? No, this is turn 3. This is Lesmo 1. This is a vintage version of the track, so there's no chicanes. It's quite a fast, sweeping corners kind of track. But in these cars, it's still not easy. So everyone's down the back straight, and how are we going to make it down towards Parabolica? Rags is still holding the lead from the two Geordies, and we've still got Muttley. Am I passing Muttley on the way down to Parabolica? And yes, I've managed to put it up the inside, and it looks like I've managed to make it stick. Oh dear, Muttley's run wide. I don't think I ran him out of road. I think he just ran himself out of road there a little bit. Rags around the outside. I'm almost in the pits by the look of that. Yeah, I might just manage to stay out the pit lane. And I've managed to keep it ahead of Rags, so it's very close into turn 1 there. But I've got Rags at my inside now. I think I'm going to let him have it. Well, it's close racing, boys and girls. Let's go for a bit of on-board, eh? Well, yeah, there's Rags in the mirror. Now, which order are those? That's Yikes Scoob in the lead, with McRae Magic chasing his tail. It's all looking good so far. Bit sloppy through there, but I'm still with them. Looks like that bit of slide helped me keep my momentum. Which is bizarre, because normally sliding loses momentum. But these are on such narrow rubber, I suspect the only way to get around some corners. Look at that. That's struggling with full race fuel. It's quite a long race, so we've got quite a lot of weight on board in terms of fuel. Let's go back to Rags' position and watch from here, see if he can close up on me. Oops, didn't mean to tilt the camera around quite that quickly, but there we are. I was just checking that it was working. I wonder if I can turn that sensitivity down to give me easier manipulation of this camera, because sometimes it can be a bit sudden and snappy. Right, anyway, let's go back to drive-by views and see what's going up and down the grid. So here's our first bunch anyway. Everyone's still quite close up here in the first 4. And then back here we've got Golf on his own. There's Nurmax about 5 seconds behind, and then another 4 seconds back to Muttley there. So let's get back on this race at the front. Boys in blue still going well. Golf's still playing catch up after running wide on the first lap, but he's only 9 seconds behind. There's Nermax as the next one back. And Muttley making up the back of the grid. So let's go back to this battle at the front, because this is where it's exciting. First 4 cars still quite close together. Oh, I missed something then, I wasn't looking, and one of the cars has fallen off. Now who's dropped back? That's Scoob's still in the lead and McRae's dropped back. But we're all still pretty close, even McRae's only 2.5 seconds behind the leader, so anything can happen still. Let's hope he's still not carrying damage. Let's hope you spotted what he did while I was not looking. If anybody wants to join me on these little race reviews and help with the commentary, we'd have to both have the replay and synchronise when we start. But it would be good to get a party up and get someone else to co-commentate with me, make things a lot easier. It's a little hard to talk to yourself for an hour. And I'm not really an expert on racing, so I can only comment on, you know, what I know about my own experiences of the race. So it'd be good to get another perspective. But I suppose you're all camera shy. We'll see how it goes, eh? If anyone wants to join me, it'd be cool. Even somebody that doesn't participate in the races. It'd be good to have someone who's purely a spectator and critique to watch and commentate on the race, because it's how it is in reality, you know. The commentators aren't the participants. So if anyone wants to come and be Ted Kravitz and Martin Brundle and David Coulthard or whatever it is, you're welcome to. Oh dear, another blue car had a wobble, and I believe I've inherited the lead. That's marvellous. I've got Rags behind me. And now it's John behind me, McRae Magic behind me, and Yikes Scoob's fallen back to 5th. Looks like he did take some damage because that was quite a serious spin that he took. He definitely hit the wall. That's a pity, because he was doing well. We're on to lap 7 of 35, so... well, not quite a quarter of the way through the race. We're about a fifth of the way through the race, to be precise. See how... I was going to say people are observing 2 lines on the white line, 2 wheels over the white line there, and then McRae went 4 wheels over, but it really doesn't fucking matter. Let's see if there's anything exciting happening with Muttley and Nurmax are quite close to each other. Muttley's running a bit wide there. I thought he was, you know, maybe going to catch Nurmax and put one on him, but not for a lap or 2 by the looks of it. Let's keep watching for a little bit and see what happens. There's Scoobs coming out the pit lane after his accident. That will have put him to the back of the pack. Yeah, nearly 2 minutes behind the race leader, which at the moment is me. I've been running quite fuel heavy all season. I've been planning to stop late, which means I've been putting in quite a lot of fuel and then having, you know, a little bit more than necessary putting in my fuel stop as well, because I'm aware that these cars, and in this simulator, cars tend to use a little more than predicted. If you put 6 laps of fuel into a 6-lap race, you oh, by the way, the rain started, so we're going to see how people fare. But what I was saying about the fuel is, I always overfuel a little bit to be on the safe side, but because I've been stopping early in races as well, because of circumstances, I've been stopping earlier than planned a lot of the time. I've ended up being heavy on fuel for a lot more of the race, and a lot more heavy than necessary for a lot of the race. So maybe I should change my pit strategy. Plan on stopping around the quarter distance and I don't know, getting the undercut by stopping soon, stopping early. Think about running away with it early on in the race on some on a light tank and then going for it. Back straight still looks quite dry. It's not so much spray down here, but there is in the braking zones. Jeez. Maybe that's a programming error. Maybe the rain doesn't appear till the cars are close enough. Because that all of a sudden, yeah, when they get to that point, there's suddenly loads of spray again. Oh, maybe it's where the puddles are. It was pretty hard to drive in. Let's see if I can get some onboard footage of this. And that was me making my big mistake. And that's why I had to pit earlier than planned. I think I'm going to try and carry on with the damage for a little bit. Or am I? I can't remember what happened. This race was a few days ago now, and I've done other stuff since. I can't remember if I pitted immediately or if I went on a bit. I know I pitted earlier in the rain than some others. So I'm struggling to keep my car on track here. Now let's see what happens. Am I going straight in the pits on this lap? No, I'm going to try and put one on with my damaged car. See, I think this was a mistake. I think I should have pitted straight away. Minimised my damage, minimised my losses. Because I'm now going to put slow laps on the clock. Because of my damage. I noticed when you came out the pits, you had warmer tyres, because obviously the tyres have tyre blankets on while they're in the pits, and post blanket tyres are actually warmer than these tyres were from racing in the wet. So I actually got really good lap times for the first couple of laps out after my pit stop. So if I'd stopped earlier, I might have minimised my losses. See, I wouldn't have made that accident again, because I wouldn't be trying to get around on a broken car. I think this is the point where I've gone, right, I definitely need to stop. But I should have made that decision immediately I had my accident. I think there's someone coming by my inside here. Maybe not. But my car's definitely not happy. That's more damage, which is more time in the pits. So there's your lesson, boys. If you make a mistake and damage your car, don't try driving on with it, just pit straight away. I'm an idiot. I'm going on again after a lap like that. I do pit eventually. Let's go and see what else is going on. See, maybe my times to the cars ahead and behind aren't that bad. Maybe that's why I didn't pit. Golf's 6 seconds behind me. Muttley's having a slidey slide. These wet conditions are pretty hard. See, maybe that's why I didn't pit, because I was convinced it was the weather, not the car. John's putting on a good show here. Someone else is sending a hay bale out into the track. Yeah, Golf's got past me. Am I coming in this lap? Sounds like it. I can't see myself yet. Yeah, this is coming in. Where's Muttley? And where's he going to come out next to me when I come out the pits? I've got to repair a little bit of damage, so I can't remember exactly what it was, but I know it was about a minute stop. But I've been in for 20-30 seconds already, and Muttley's not quite at the pit lane. Yeah, I think he is going to pass me. Let's have a little look at the positions here. Oh, there I am. I've got moving, but I can't break the speed limit. I'm stuck at pit speed limit, so Muttley is ahead of me. But now, with my warmer tyres, I was able to go substantially quicker. I can't remember if I know I close a few seconds on the race leader. I believe it's still McRae, Rags, Golf at the moment. But either way, I managed to close up on the race leader here. Let's just check what my time is. 1:15. That's my deficit. And there's Muttley. Am I going to catch him and take him back in the next few laps, or at all? Muttley may not be stopping again. I believe he had an accident early on, so he may have got enough fuel to finish at that point. Oh, I had to brake hard then. I almost drove into the back of Muttley. Yeah, see, that's my better tyres. It's allowed me to drive out of that corner so much better than him. These tyres stayed good for a warm-up pretty much until the rain went away, because as you can see it stopped falling and the track's trying to dry out. So like I say, I might have done better to have stopped 2 laps sooner. That's the puddle making me wobble there. There's a nasty puddle just under that bridge. Oh, Muttley's having a wobble in the background. So yeah, what's my distance off the leader now? 112. See, I've made 3 seconds up on the leader. 113, 112. So those warmer tyres have helped a little bit. 110, 19. Looks like the leader has had an upsie. Yeah, there he is, rejoining. Has he broken his car? There he is, letting P-Golf through. Yeah, I think he's going slow. I think he's carrying damage. And in he goes, sensible man. Not like me, waiting on 2 laps on damage before I stop. Right then, who's next back? Rags, 54 seconds down. Right, how's he doing? Yep, Rags has managed to pass John in the pits. Is McRae coming out? And exactly how it was with me. That's pretty much where Muttley was in relation to me when I came out the pits. Now where am I in relation to McRae? And this is interesting. But my tyres have actually cooled off a bit and they're a little bit older. John's on brand new tyres that are nice and warm. And he also commented how much he enjoyed the warm tyres when he came out. And the track's still not dry yet. I know it sounds like it's drying out in some places. Pushing quite hard there to try and get into John's slipstream. See if I can catch him. Yeah, it's definitely dry patches. But there's also definitely still a lot of standing water in little bits. This looks okay. But there's spray coming off the car ahead. Alright, what lap are we on to? Lap 18. So we're just over halfway. Oh, that was scary. Right, how are we doing up and down? Golf's got himself a minute into the lead now because he's the only one yet to pit, I believe. I suspect that even though we've increased the tyre wear setting so that to try and encourage, like I say, I'm not enforcing stops, I still want to reward people that are smooth. So if Golf can get to the end by driving well, he's allowed to. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think these colder temperatures definitely helped. Did Golf stop early on after his accident? Or did he just have to make up time after it? He may have stopped already. But either way, he's in the lead and I don't think he's going to stop again before the end. I certainly don't think he'll be planning to. All depends on whether he bumps his car into anything. So, we've got Rags in second. About 1:09. Oh, and McRae right behind him. Is McRae going to take second off Rags into the... It looks like he... Oh, no, he's not. He's not as close as I thought. But let's keep watching this battle, eh? There he is, he's done it and he's made it stick well before the corner. Is Rags going to pull it back? I believe if we move to Yikes Scoob and trackside views, we should get everybody here. Well, all these three. Where am I? In the crowd by the look of it. Here I come. I think I'm just behind Scoobs, who just got lapped by Rags and McRae. So, yeah, I'm about 10 seconds behind Rags. Here's Rags and McRae, who are still just a couple of seconds apart. And they're still just over a minute, 1:10 behind Golf, so McRae's times are matching Golf's times. Oh, there goes Rags. Am I going to get him? He's just had an oopsie. I'm still behind Scoobs at the moment, and there's the race leader coming up on lapping me. Race leaders 15 seconds, 10 seconds behind. Not even that, 5 or 6 seconds behind. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be a double lapping here. I'll be lapping John, and then Golf will be lapping us both. Oh no, I'm not. Lapping Scoobs. That's it. Because I'm in 4th there with Scoobs, who's behind me, in front of me. And now Scoobs is behind me. And Golf will be next. Anyway, what's happening anywhere else? 11, 17, 24. See, there's 5 seconds there and 6 or 7 seconds there. How are we doing for race distance? 22 out of 35. So we're doing well. Craig's car looks a little bit lopsided at the front there. Is it a little bump at some point? I know he did earlier, but he went into fix, and normally the cars look fine. Maybe that's what a repaired car looks like. So, Golf in first, McRae in second, Rags in third. How far behind Rags am I? 6, 7 seconds behind Rags. That's about where I was a lap or two ago. So I'm not really catching him. According to that, 8.5 seconds from Rags back to me. Scoops has got a minute and a half to catch me, or 30 seconds back to Nermax. So I think I'm safe from Scoobs unless I have a big disaster. But McRae and Rags are still under threat from me a little bit if they make mistakes. I'm 7 and 17 seconds behind them respectively. So if they make mistakes I could have them. But other than that, I think the positions are more or less where they are. I don't think Golf's threatened by anyone. He's got a minute gap. And I've got a minute gap. So it's really just these two, McRae and Rags, that could change things. McRae, Rags, Chris, the order of these three could change. So, the battle for second. There's McRae over the line. On to lap 25, 10 laps to go. Here comes Rags. Followed by me. Ooh, I may have made a mistake there. Who's that? That's Scoobs passing me. Scoobs unlapping himself. Track's dried out. I believe that's Golf in the pits. It is too. So maybe he didn't stop earlier on. Maybe he's been holding it all this time. I know he had an accident earlier on and took a little while to get back to the front. But he's pitting. Now, is McRae going to catch him? Oh, that's a long way back. No, he's not going to catch him. .45. Yeah, that stop only cost about 15-20 seconds, so he wasn't repairing any serious damage. He was just getting fuel and tyres, I think. .57.107, so I'm still about 10 seconds behind Rags. I was 7 seconds behind Rags before. And there's me pulling a big power slide in the background. Bit wobbly there. .59.108, 1 minute 108. I've got about a second closer to Rags with 8 laps to go. John's still sitting at 45, so he's matching Golf's lap times. Just can't get any closer. 45 seconds is an enormous gap to try and make up in 8 laps. He needs a mistake out of Golf if he's going to do that, doesn't he? I mean, I said that a few laps ago, Golf was home and dry. These are our position movers. Have we lost someone else? Muttley's retired. Oh, that's how far behind him I am. Should see me in the background any second now. What's that gap? 7.1, 7.0, 6.9, 6.8. This is interesting. 6.9. It might settle back to 7 seconds again here. Go on, me. 6 seconds. 6.5, 6.5, yeah. I think Rags has problems. Still a little bit of water on the track in places. See under there, there's still a little bit of a splash. Sub 6 seconds now, the gap. So I'm making about a second a lap on him. I'm 6 seconds behind, and there's 6 laps to go. Ooh. We're on 29 of 35, so we're about, yeah, so yeah. There is 6 whole laps to go. And this is the start of the first of them. 4.9. Ooh, I've already made a second. So 5 seconds in 6 laps. Let's just very quickly. There's McRae. Right. Sub 4 seconds. Three. You can guarantee I was pushing as hard as possible now. There's every chance I'll fucking wall it. Desperate for that podium. And I think this is the only battle now. I don't think Rags or I will be catching John. And I believe I've just had my podium. Yeah, Rags went wide in that corner. That's a pity. Would have been nice to have a proper battle for the position. I thought we were going to get something exciting to watch for a lap or two. I'm really happy with this position. I can remember telling myself earlier in the late race, like, if I get 4th here, I'll be happy, because I was in 4th for a long time. So that's definitely a result. Like I say, I would rather have a nice battle with him for a couple of laps than how it went, but there we are. Still 45-46 seconds here. 3 laps to go. Looks like he's going quite sedately there, to be honest. He is generally like the smoothest. I thought that was turn 1 and it was Parabolica. That's why he was going a little slower than I thought. He's definitely going quite slowly, really. Or it sounds like it. It doesn't sound like he's asking a lot of the car. Yeah, he's dropped 5 seconds. He is going carefully. I don't think he's damaged. There's not a scratch on the fucking car. He's just being careful because it's the last few laps and he doesn't want to bin it. 33 of 35, coming on to lap 34. Aye, we may as well stay with Golf for his final two. We'll have a look up and down the grid and then we'll come back to Golf on lap 35. So John's now 36, yeah, Golf's given up 10 seconds in the last couple of laps. I'm at 104. Rags is sitting at 120. Here's Scoobs and McRae, but separated by a lap. "20 seconds gap there. That's something Nermax might do something about. In 2 laps, I don't know. 1 lap now, really. Nermax is, unless Scoobs is carrying a lot of damage. Yeah, that's staying 19. So, here we are, P-Golf round Parabolica for the last time. Congratulations, that's now your 3rd win, that's your hat-trick out of 3. What can we say? You're a machine, mate. Absolutely fucking brilliant. Unstoppable. One more win and I think you'll be points unattainable. I might be wrong about that. Maybe if you had like a bunch of DNFs after that you could lose, but I don't think you're going to have any DNFs somehow. So, congratulations, Golf. Good win. John's on the 2nd spot of the podium. And I'm wobbling around on the grass there. And Rags isn't that far behind me. Ooh. 58, 115. Rags is 15 seconds back. He's not going to make that up. Well, luckily for me. I thought maybe he was going to catch me then, but nope. There's me safely over the line in 3rd. 50 seconds behind the leader. And now the times have got a bit confused. Here's Rags. 4th position. Nermax and Scoobs must have already crossed the line a lap down. So